Sometimes life lets you down and you feel that you are done. You just want a morning run because the fun is all gone. But sometimes life makes you proud when you look far and wide, when you leave the pain behind and see the brighter side. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new you.
The new channel. The new channel. The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following show are those of the hosts, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello!
Hello.
To the new
Good
channel.
morning.
We're here to help you see the new you. This is Sonny Jaldon, live streaming from San Jose, California.
And this is Haydee Lumayno, live streaming from Metro Cebu. And
And
now you are
You're
watching
watching.
Money and More.
Hello! Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of Money and More. Thank you for tuning in. All right. You know, Heidi, we had so much positive feedback from our premiere episode last week.
Yeah, very true, no? Alam mo, San, ang daming na-inspire, no? And a lot of messages were received na they have learned so much during that first episode. And of course, we'd like to thank TNC, no? Sina Apple and Lloyd for giving us this opportunity to be able to extend our knowledge to the people, no? And
Right.
of course, papasalamatan din natin yung mga friends natin and family who were also streaming with us during our first worldwide premiere.
All right. Yeah. Hearing from you gives us na-inspire din kami, no, to do better and make more relevant episodes. We'll be talking about a lot, no, money and a lot of more things.
Yeah. Actually, ang daming ang nagtatanong, Sunny, kung tuturuan ba daw natin silang kung paano yumaman, di ba? So, well, it's yes and no.
Okay.
The show is primarily to teach you on how to manage your finances, no?
True.
Kasi nasa sayo naman talaga yan kung paano mo i-handle yung money mo.
Yeah. So no matter what your income level or economic status, so earning an income is part of what we'll be talking about. Growing your money is part of it, and even preparing for your long-term goals. No, it's all part of money management and our journey towards financial freedom. No, protecting your income, budgeting, managing your debt, part and parcel yan, no, of this journey. So, Heidi, it's been quite a week for all of us. Now, we both attended a webinar featuring the one and only, the great Francis Kong.
Francis Kong, yes.
Yeah, and he talked a
Ang
lot about
ganda.
ang ganda, ang galing, no? He talked a lot of things, no, about productivity and significance during this pandemic, no? Um, so it was a very good discussion that he had. What was your biggest aha moments from that from that webinar?
From Francis Kong webinar,
Mm-mm.
ang aha moment ko is adaptability. So,
Adaptability. Mm-hmm.
yes, because he was saying, di ba, na we or people should be able to adapt to the now normal kasi
Right.
it's been quite a long time already. It's been 6 months and
Mm-hmm.
hindi na natin pwedeng antayin kung kailan babalik yung naiwan natin kasi hindi
That's
na
true.
daw talaga babalik yon. And I like what he said about major crisis creating opportunities, di ba?
Right. Mm-hmm.
We've heard a lot of inspiring business stories, mga startup businesses who were
Right.
able to thrive at this time, no? Ang
Tama.
daming mga discoveries. Those who does not like cooking before, nagiging negosyo na nila yung cooking ngayon, di ba?
Right.
And
Uh-huh.
ang galing, ang ganda, very inspiring, very motivating rather than yung magmumukha lang at saka
Mm-mm.
aantayin kung kailan babalik yung nakasanayan
Yung
natin.
normal, di ba?
Mhm.
Because
What
probably
about you?
probably hindi na magiging normal nga, no? Hindi na tayo makakabalik
Agree.
sa dati.
Mhm.
Sa akin naman, I was inspired by his story of overcoming the crises during his lifetime. So he was talking about
Mhm.
how he lived through the tumultuous Marcos years, the economic chaos of the early Aquino years, the Asian financial crisis of
Mhm.
1997, and more recently, yung financial crisis ng 2007, 2009. And of course, right now, no, yung 2020 pandemic it's also brought us to a little bit of a financial crisis din. But what I took from him is that businesses will have to adjust just like you, and that this too will pass. But in the meantime, no, each crisis opens the opportunity for innovation, and people and businesses need to change, to adapt,
Mhm.
to survive, and even thrive, no, during this recession.
Mhm. Yun nga kasi nakakalungkot, no?
Mm.
Maraming nawalan ng trabaho, maraming mga businesses na
Yeah.
nagsara, but
Mm.
I guess people just have to be resilient kasi there's no way to go, no? Yun lang talaga ang dapat nating gawin.
Ang
To look
byword
for
yun,
means kung
look
paano
for means.
natin itatawid itong crisis na to.
Right. Yeah. Sabi nga ni Sir Francis, no, when times are good and rosy, we become complacent and lazy, businesses and individuals, no. And this
Agree.
pandemic is a wake up call for many of us to shift our priorities, no. People have become more conscious, for example, on a personal level, on how to be becoming more conscious about saving and having an emergency fund because when this crisis happened, nawala sila ng trabaho, na diminish ang income. So, na-realize nila wala pala akong savings, no? It was a shock to the system, no, for us, but one that we probably needed. All right. Maybe now people realize the importance of having savings, savings for an emergency, having a second income or even a third income source, no? And while we are in a pandemic, no, to develop a skill that is in demand for the times. Okay.
Yes.
So, ang
So,
pag-uusapan natin ngayon,
what do you have for tonight, Sunny?
right.
Ano
Ang
yung
pag-uusapan
topic
kasi
natin
natin, ang
ngayon?
pag-uusapan natin ngayon would be income opportunities during the time of pandemic, specifically in the financial sector. Pero sandali lang, parang financial crisis ngayon, may
Mhm.
income opportunities in the financial sector during a financial crisis. Meron pa lang yun. All right?
Meron. And in
Hmm.
fact, yung guest natin mamaya will be talking about income
Hmm.
opportunities sa insurance industry, no?
Yes,
So,
we are very,
yun, not just sa financial sector, di ba? Kasi very specific.
hmm,
Yung financial industry, malawak yon. So,
malawak.
probably we can discuss some of those in the, coming sessions, no?
Uh-huh.
Late. Sa 18 episodes ba
Right.
naman?
Okay.
So,
So,
marami tayong mapapag-usapan. Yeah.
okay, I'm excited to talk to our guest, no? I-interviewin natin yung guest natin, no? Sino ba yung guest natin ngayon?
Yeah, of course, no. Our episode tonight will bring us to a story of our guest, to the story of our guest today, no. He too has weathered financial
Mhm.
crisis of the past, no? Ang napagdaanin din niya to, and came out not just a survivor, but highly successful in the insurance and financial service sector. This is unique, no, Sonny, because he began his career in the financial industry during the financial crisis in 2007 to 2009, no?
Oh, wow.
He is an insurance entrepreneur with over 200 agents. Sa kanya pa lang yun, no? But if i-combine mo yung sa wife niya, si Madam S, almost 400 na yung mga financial advisors nila. A registered financial planner, a certified investment solicitor, an associate wealth planner, a 5-time $1 million roundtable, a multi-awarded district manager. He's here tonight to talk about income opportunities during a financial crisis. We are privileged to have with us tonight the very dashing engineer, Nilo Matunog.
Hello,
Hi,
everyone.
Sir Nilo.
Good
Mayong
hello.
buntag.
Mayong buntag, mayong buntag,
Mayong gabi.
Kamusta, sir?
mayong gabi po.
Mayong gabi po.
Wherever you are in the
Because
world,
we are worldwide.
good evening, and good morning to everyone, because I know that we are being watched by people from all over the world. So wherever you are, whether good morning or good evening, I'd like to greet all of you good morning na lang.
Yeah, sir, greet mo, sir. Marami kang mga fans dito sa
Oh,
comment
yes.
section. Makikita mo, no?
Hello,
you can
mga
actually...
fans and mga followers. Mga fans
Yes.
and mga followers. Especially,
Andeng
special.
is here.
Special shout out sa mga taga One Matunog District.
Wow.
And our advisors and leaders and friends so are watching right now live, no? YouTube
Yeah.
and other video. So good
Yes,
hello,
Tita
everyone.
Susan is here. Alice Aparece is here. Good evening. And Waila.
Hello,
Waila
hello.
is watching. Nicole is
Hello,
watching.
everyone.
Art is watching.
Wow.
Good evening.
Wow.
And of course, no, I know that Ma'am S is also watching. Janice is also
course.
with us tonight. No, maraming salamat
Yeah,
for
so
tuning
many.
in.
Hello, everyone.
Now, sir, yes,
So,
Sir
if you
Nilo.
have it, to our viewers, if you have any questions, drop a comment in the comment box, no, and if you have questions for our guest, also we will forward it to him so he can answer it during the show.
Yes, that's
Yep.
very exciting. Sir Nilo, may question ako kasi medyo na-intriga akong konti, no? You being a magna cum laude graduate for chemical engineer, what are you doing in the insurance industry? Di ba dapat nasa ka? Yung mga
Engineering.
Yes.
yung mga churba-churba. Ewan ko anong mga tawag doon.
Marami nga
Mga
hindi nila alam
chemical.
kung ano. No, marami nga
Yes.
hindi alam ano bang ginagawa ng chemical engineer talaga.
Yun nga.
No, pero iba,
Pwede ba
nagbibenta
mag-promise
insurance.
ng mga ka-beauty yung nakakawala ng freckles? Yun yung mga
Actually,
trabaho ng mga chemical engineer.
Yeah, that also. Actually, it's quite a long story, but to make it medyo shorter, let's just say that sometime early in my career, because right after graduation, because I graduated with honors, top in the board exam, so I had no
Wow.
problems finding employment, and I worked for the biggest chemical companies in the world. Sabi natin, I was there, and mga dream jobs for chemical engineers, I was there. And we have a very nice office. I had an office in Cebu, I had an office in Makati. I was driving a nice car early enough in my career. But after 7 years of working, I decided to stop my corporate job because I wanted to be my own boss. I wanted to start my own business because most of my dreams cannot be fulfilled if I stay employed. So I left the corporate world and started my own business, And the business, what do I know about business? I started to trade chemicals, specialty chemicals. But then in 1997, got hit by the first crisis that I went through, the Asian financial crisis, 1997. And if you are old enough to remember that, anybody in the audience old enough to remember that, More or less, I know how old you are.
College
That was the first crisis that brought me down. Actually, 1997, I lost my business. I had to close it down. I lost my market. I did not know what hit me. I did not know what happens in a financial crisis. I did not know anong impact ng pagtaas ng exchange rate ng peso to dollar, no? Because almost overnight in 1997, the exchange rate went up from 1 is to 26 to 1 is to 42. And interest rates can go as high as 30%, no?
Yes.
So I lost my market, which was the construction industry at that time. And so I had to find another business. In fact, I went into multi-level marketing, and I had so many contemporaries then that are now also doing their own multi-level marketing companies, some of them. And I really focused on it for quite some time, but then got hit by investment scams, so lost a lot of money, lost friends. Then I went back to corporate for a while, worked for a franchise business. And then after 2-3 years, left corporate again because I really wanted to be my own boss. Put up another business. This time, we put up a business in beauty products. No? Beauty products. We started, sinabi mo kanina, di ba? We started creating our own line of beauty products. Kaya, I know a lot of things about beauty, from cleansing, toning, moisturizing. We had a day regime and a night regime. We had all sorts, but then I got hit by the second financial crisis. I had to weather the 2008 global financial crisis. Tinamaan din kami noon, and we had to close the business after only about a year and a half in operation, and that was hard because I lost everything. Then we invested a lot in that business. Not only money, but also time and effort. And we thought we had a good business, but then hindi pala. No? And so, 2009, I got invited into the financial service industry. My wife, joined the financial service industry 5 years ahead of me. So she was already here 2004, but I did not know what was this all about. So it took the crisis of 2008 to make me realize that there are opportunities that are waiting in the financial service industry and in the insurance business. So I joined 2009, and the rest is history. I found a business. I found a business na hindi ko na parang I tried. Dito pala yung hinahanap kong components in sinasabi na natin in an almost ideal situation. I had a structure, I had training, I had the opportunities, the market. I was able to exercise what I learned, and most importantly, I was able to learn a lot of things that I did not know before. Most of it about how to invest the money and how to save and how to protect it.
Right.
And how to teach people how to do it.
Mm-hmm. And right now, Sir Nilo, you are running a huge insurance agency right now, no? And very successful. And you did it in just 10 years, no? In just 10 years, no? So that's very inspiring, no? Because you started your insurance business during the middle of a financial crisis where all of the industries, in the financial sector were affected. That's very interesting. Sir Nilo, right now, ang nangyayari is that we are in the middle of a pandemic, and it's a very unique situation, and we also have kind of a recession, a sort of a financial crisis. High unemployment, diminished incomes, right? So it's 2020, another financial crisis, right? And
they say it comes in cycles.
Say another financial crisis. What are the opportunities for us now?
I think similar to what happened in by 2008. Actually, I joined early 2009. That was about the time when the crisis was about onwards going into the recovery stage, no? But just like what is happening right now, we are probably on our way to a recovery stage also. This is where opportunities are really at a high, and it takes it takes a real entrepreneurial sense to be able to see these opportunities. Opportunities abound. And shall we say, when God closes a door, He opens a window. Because a lot of people right now are at the Pandari, a lot of people right now, parang, you don't know what to do. A lot of stresses, mental, emotional, financial, physical, dami. But then, opportunities abound. Opportunities abound, definitely. You just have to keep an open eye for it.
Tell us about these opportunities,
yes.
Nilo.
Yep. First and foremost, actually, we are in a situation like this. We cannot keep on denying that it is here. We cannot keep on hoping that all this will go back to the old normal that we know. No.
Okay.
The first thing that we really have to do is acceptance. Acceptance. Acceptance is a simple recognition of the truth that this is the way things are in this moment, according to John Kirkwood. And we have to accept the fact that this is here already. That wag na nating asahan na balik pa tayo dun sa dati nating ginagawa because it might not happen. If it happens, well and good because nakasanayan natin yun. But then, the most important thing is that we need to accept our situation right now so that we are going to move forward and we become stronger with it. So that is actually the situation. In fact, looking back at the previous crisis, they said that in 2008, our country actually performed better than it did in the 1997 crisis because we were better prepared. But this crisis right now, nobody was prepared because it's not only a financial crisis, it's also a health crisis. In fact, the financial crisis came about because the health crisis is a global concern right now. Everybody is actually down. But then again, there are pocket opportunities. Tanggapin na muna natin that we are here. Huwag na nating asahan na bumalik. And okay, the next thing that we have to do is take a look at what we can learn. Take a look at what we can learn. We have to learn new things, learn something new. I attended a function wherein we had to share, well, what did you learn? It was a session of business people. And some of them said, okay, I learned how to pay my bills using GCash. Something new. And these are big businessmen. They just learn how to pay things using GCash. My point is that we need to learn new things. Most importantly, we need to learn how to be online. We need to be smart online. We need to be able to connect online. Kasi everybody is now online. Everybody is on social media. Everybody is in Facebook, whichever, no? And we have to be able to connect with people online because this is now the new normal. Kaya nga, lahat ngayon nasa kung saan platform, sa Zoom, sa Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, wherever, including our children, they are studying here at home. We have to be able to connect online with everybody, no? Because this is where the opportunities are coming in. And we have seen businesses also thrive during this situation. Those that are able to pivot and adapt to the online community, no? Because before we had to go to restaurants to order food and so on and so forth.
Right.
Now, all of a sudden, there are a lot of food suppliers that we do not know. And they are equally as good. In fact, even better. These are home-cooked meals. And even Haydee's kitchen. Supplying food. Diba? So, very good quality food are now coming on stream. These are some of the opportunities that are happening around. Income opportunities, diba? If you're able to pivot from that, make this situation an opportunity for you to market your skills or learn a new skill that you can market, and things would actually come out better than before because now this is the start of something new. But the one thing that you know that you have to realize is that entrepreneurship is wanted right now. You have to have that eye of the entrepreneur. No? Entrepreneurship is the key. Ano ba yung entrepreneurship? Is it
Yes, sir.
similar
Can you tell us
to...
a little bit about the difference between being an entrepreneur and a businessman in today's environment?
It was very, very aptly differentiated by Francisco on that session as well that
Yes.
you attended. No? He said, business actually is more profit-oriented, but entrepreneurs are more service-oriented to satisfy a need, not only to make a profit. No?
Okay.
Entrepreneurs are more opportunity oriented, no? And they're more collaborative and focus on the service, focus on satisfying that need, you know. So we have to be entrepreneurs, not only business people. You have to be able to take that opportunity very quickly, and you have to be able to decide what is it that you're selling. Is it a product or a service or both?
Okay.
You know? So that's my next slide actually shows product versus service. You have to decide what am I able to sell? Am I selling a product or a service?
Okay.
Or both. Or both. No? Because you just have to decide saan ka mag-focus because that is where you will put all your efforts in.
Yeah.
These are equal opportunities. Magbenta ka ng product, magbenta ka ng pagkain. Some are even selling delivery services. Diba? I have a friend also who's now doing home cleaning services. You know, bago yan.
Okay.
No? Now, one of our clients are also doing home auto spa. These are things that we did not hear before. Obviously, they've been thinking about it before, but now all of a sudden it has taken root, and this is now a very, very real, lucrative business, a lucrative entrepreneurship opportunity.
Yeah.
And this was
Kumbaga,
yeah, go ahead, Haydee.
yes, yung mga business owners and entrepreneurs ngayon, nagiging innovative, no? So, they are finding ways on how to do, to continue the business despite these challenging times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it's a challenging time, but it's also, as you said, no, it opened the door for a lot of people to realize that they can monetize their talents, no? Yung mga marunong magluto sa bahay lang,
Definitely.
ngayon, ba, nagbi-business na sila sa pagluluto. Yung mga magaling mag-service, for example, yung nga, paglilinis ng bahay, maybe, di ba? Monetize natin, no? Ang ginawa niyang home cleaning service. Those are the things that are happening right now, where and it took the pandemic, no? It took a pandemic for us to realize that the necessity of having augmented income.
Yes.
Kasi yung mentality kasi for many of us kasi, sir, is you say entrepreneurs are needed, no? The mentality for many kasi is to have a stable employed job, di ba? Yun ang yun ang karamihan. That's 99% of everybody na what do you think, sir, about I'm employed, so dapat wala akong problema. All right. How about me? I'm employed. How do I get into entrepreneurship if that's the case? No, especially now.
Yeah.
Employed pa naman ako.
In fact, you would be surprised about that, Sir Sonny, because so many people now, even those who are employed, are actually finding a way for them to earn extra income.
Extra income, okay.
Extra income, no? That is where it starts, no? Actually, it's when you spot that there is a need or there is a want that needs to be fulfilled, needs to be satisfied. It is when you spot that need or the want of people. So I say needs or wants, needs versus wants. Sometimes it overlaps, no? A need by somebody, a want for people. But if you spot that need and the want, then you have a possible business opportunity or income opportunity. Now, you don't have to go full-time. You can start at it part-time because a lot of people now are also working from the comfort of their own home, work from home nga, di ba? And when you're online, you can think of a lot of things you can do. Even the plans that you are thinking at home can be a source of business for you. No? The hobby of cooking goodies can become a business for you. You don't need to stop employment if you're employed. You just have to find time for it. You know?
Yes, so that's
yeah. More importantly, even in our industry, where before we used to say, dapat talaga full-time ka. But then the definition between full-time and part-time ngayon is not really a clear line. Because how do you define full-time and part-time when you're working from home? It's not about
That's
time.
true.
It's about your heart. It's
Okay.
about how much you put into the business, diba? It's about
Okay.
commitment, and it's about your reason why you are going into the business. Diba?
All right.
It's about the reason why you are going to do it. You need the income. What is the income for? Because if that the why is not clear, you're probably not going to do it. No. But first and foremost, what's your why? Why do you need? Why are you going to go for that extra income? Why are you going to start that business? In fact, you don't even need to think about the what and the how. First, you think about your why. Why do you need that in the first place? If you really, really need that, then the what and the how will follow. The what and the how actually will just kick in if you have a very, very strong reason why you're going to do that business. No?
Okay.
In fact, a lot of people say, how am I going to earn? My first question would be, why do you want to earn? Why do you want to earn extra income? Why do you want to go into business? Why do you want to be into another income opportunity? It's always the why. Yes.
And also, this is another option, no, Sir Nilo, the one that you're discussing, kasi hindi naman lahat, no, may talent in cooking, may talent in other things, no, yung, ano bang mga baking, no. So, paano yung mga tao na gustong maghanap ng extra income or would want to be in a business or a sideline na wala sila nung mga talent na yon. So, anong opportunity nila ang pwedeng papasukin?
There are opportunities that don't really need extra special skills. You know? There are opportunities wherein you just have to be to have that sincere desire to help other people. That is where shall we say, in our business, pardon me for the plugging, because this is where am I right now. You don't need extra skills to help people. Just that desire to help people actually will keep you there. Help them get educated, because as you always say, you don't need to be extra skillful sometimes. You just need to have that desire to be able to do it. Then, so you say, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear, because there are actually a lot of available help around. If you don't have that skill, there are a lot of help around. You can go online, you can search, there are webinars around. In our industry, we have very professional training programs if you want it. No? If you want to be in this business, very professional training programs, very good structures already in place, and all you have to do is be there and commit yourself to be able to do that.
Right.
To this
Sige,
business.
Sir Nilo, mainit ang discussion natin, ha? We're talking about a lot of income opportunities now. We'll go specifically to the financial services industry, no? When we come back from this break. All right. So here at TNC, we have a great lineup of shows for you. All right. Be sure to
Yeah.
tune in every Mondays to Fridays. The Big Picture with Mr. Lloyd Duna, HR Hotline on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 1 p.m. Have an insightful Saturday with the Family Business. The Family Business is everyone's business at 4 p.m. The fourth project is about life. Um, that's at 6 p.m. or 6 p.m. UAE and 10 p.m. Philippines. Usapang Beauty every Thursday and Saturdays at 5:30. And discover your life purpose by tuning in into U-Turn Mondays to Thursdays at 10:30 a.m.
Yes, and we also have the COVID stories every Saturdays at 10:30 a.m. The home buyer is where you hear remarkable stories about building and owning a property. That's going to be on Mondays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. The puppet stories Mondays at 5:30 p.m. And magbenta, bumili at tumulong dahil bukas na ang TNC Marketplace, an online night bazaar. That's going to be on Thursdays and Fridays at 10 p.m. YOLO is for all of us to understand that law is fun and cool too. Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Two leaders in one platform. TNC The Talk, Mondays at 12 noon. After shift is Chillaxin Show about your choices and lives at work. After work, Wednesdays and Fridays at 8:30 p.m. And discover and learn strategies on self-leadership to win in life through Win Within. That's gonna be at Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. Dream, achieve, nurture, and inspire. You can tag your kids along and watch Danny Art Show Fridays at 5:30 p.m. And global issues, common interest, learn together across borders. That is foreign affairs, which streams live on Tuesdays and at 10:30 a.m. And because health is wealth, Healthline on Wednesdays and Fridays 4 p.m. And more upcoming shows such as Awesome Day, Women at Work, Cybernext, TechU, and GGNO for Good Girls Night Out. Catch also our TNC original shows such as One Day, an inspiring 30-minute storytelling. It alternates with TNC Town Hall, co-hosted by TNC founders Lloyd and Apple. This show is where we talk to you, our valued audience, about our shows on TNC and more upcoming TNC shows that will truly inspire you. Of course, do not forget Money and More, which runs every Tuesdays at 8:30 p.m.
Right.
That's
So,
it. Ang dami na, no, San?
ang dami na. Lumalaki ng pamilya ng TNC.
Mhm.
So thank you for tuning in, everybody. If you have questions, please post them in the chat, and we will be happy to entertain them. If you have questions for us, or if you have questions for our guest. All right.
Yes.
So let's go back to our discussion. Let's see what's on the chat. Okay, let's go back to our discussion with Sir Nilo. Sir Nilo.
Hello, hello.
All right. So before the break, we were talking about the different.
Welcome back, sir.
Welcome back.
Yes,
Mhm.
happy to be back.
Yeah, we were. You're still here. We were talking about the different income opportunities, no, brought about by the pandemic, right? So we talked about cooking, mga pagkain, deliveries, home service, and all of that. And this is all part and parcel of the adjustments that businesses have to make, no?
Yes.
Payments have to be done online, purchases are done online, and that takes new skills, as you said, no? For us to learn something new, right? Now, specifically now, we would like to talk about the income opportunities in the financial sector. Kasi parang ang dami nagtatanong, financial crisis nga eh. Ano ba? Magluluto na lang ako. Something like that, no? A need, as you said, as a need. Something that people want, no? Pero financial services, insurance, securities, papasok ako dyan during the middle of a financial crisis. Parang ironic, parang against the flow? Ano po ba ang opportunities natin dyan specifically?
Yung ano din, before mag-answer si Sir Nilo, may mga tanong din. Parang very highfalutin naman yung term ng financial
Financial
services.
services. Mhm.
Baka mahirapan ako dyan. Pwede ba kami dyan? No? Ano bang mga
Financial
kailangan
services.
gawin? Or kailangan ba maging magna cum laude graduate din, kagaya ni Sir Nilo? So to be part of that industry?
Actually, these are very good, very valid questions, but you don't need to be a scientist to be in the financial business. Medyo ano lang talaga, sabihin natin financial, but actually sabihin na natin, it's all about the money. And
Okay.
it doesn't really take a magna cum laude to know what we really talk about. You need to talk about the money. These are personal money. This is personal financial management we're talking about. And tanong mo nga, Sir Sonny, may opportunities ba tayo ngayon na nasa financial crisis nga? May pera ba ang mga tao? In fact, you'll be surprised. May pera ang mga tao ngayon, no? Meron
okay.
rin. Kasi wala nga masyadong gastos eh. Sa bahay lang eh. Wala nga mapaglagyan yung iba. But what they need right now is a good financial advisor.
Okay.
What they need right now is somebody to guide them properly as to what they're going to do. Mag-i-invest ba ako sa stock market?
Mhm.
No? Yan, that's a good question. Mag-i-invest ba tayo ngayon? Ako, hindi ko nga sagutin ka agad yan eh. Is it the right time to invest in the stock market? Yes, but. Yes, but no. Kung anong
Yes,
gagawin mo
but no.
talaga. Again, we go back to the reason. Why are you going to do it? Para saan yun? Again, they need a financial advisor. That is why there is a need. There is a need. They want to invest. There is a need and there is a want. No? So, if there is a need and there is a want, then that is a need and a want that needs to be fulfilled. That is also a potential business that we can do. And we just need to have that desire to help people, to help them get there. Diba?
Okay.
What we have actually is a service. We are going to sell our service to help others. And by helping others, we help ourselves. So, sometimes, we are focused on the negative side of it all. Wala ang pera ngayon ng mga tao. But actually, that is not entirely true. There are still some opportunities because people actually, maski wala tayong masyadong maraming sources of income ngayon. But again, people have become entrepreneurial as well. And ako, isa sa pinakamagandang nangyari din during the pandemic, bagsak din yung aking expenses. Wala akong gastos sa gasolina. Wala kaming gastos ng eating out. No? So there are a lot of savings that are around. And ano mga gawin dito? Another thing, people need to plan for healthcare.
Okay.
Saan
Sige, let's talk about that.
ng healthcare plan?
Very important yan at this time, no? Very important at this time.
Yes. So, you just be the bridge. No? You just be the bridge between the people who wants to know and who need to know and who wants the service and the companies that are providing for it. That is what we do. That is our role. No? In the financial services industry, we are not the ones handling the finances. We just become the bridge. We help people get to where they want. We help people get the knowledge that they want. It may not even come from us because the companies are providing it. We just become a conduit to it. And the system is already intact. That's right. Plug in ka na lang, get available trainings, get available materials and information, and then bridge it to the people that need and want it. Be in the business of helping others. Diba?
Yeah, kasi a lot of people are asking, okay, I'm interested. Okay, may utak naman ako. I have an acumen I have an acumen for money, let's say for business. Naintindihan ko naman a little bit about the stock market and a little bit of economics, no? And so how do I get into the business? What's the first steps that I need to have to take, no? Going to become one, as you said, a financial advisor, as you said.
Tsaka probably magtanong din sila kung kailangan ba talaga na full-time yan? What if I cannot afford to let go of the job that I have. So, paano yun?
Just like me, I started in the business na hindi naman ako talaga full-time when I started
Oh.
in this industry because, you know, I'm feeling ko rin when I was starting this business na I'm a chemical engineer, hello.
Yun nga.
Anong alam ko sa
Ang layo
financials?
nga.
Anong alam ko sa insurance, healthcare planning? Anong pakialam ko diyan, ano? Let's talk
Oo.
about chemical engineering. Let's talk about water purification. Yan, alam ko yan. Pwede pag-usapan yan buong linggo. But, ano alam ko dito? The good news is that they provide everything. They provide all the trainings. They provide all the knowledge. They provide all the experience. You just have to be there and be willing to learn.
Okay.
Just be there and be willing to learn. They provide the systems. They provide the products. Just commit that you're going to do it. You can start part-time. Hey, part-time, you can work at the comfort of your own home. And the good news is everything now is available online. Even the trainings na dati-rati ay kailangan mo punta sa opisina at mag-attend ka ng classroom training ng tatlong araw. Ngayon, you can even do it at the comfort of your home. So,
Okay.
tanong mo, Sir Sonny, how do you start it? It starts with talking to the people who are already there. You know?
All right. Okay.
Talk to the people who are already there. Magtanong ka. Kung gusto mo ng kalaman, magtanong ka. Whom to ask? Well, you can ask me. But not only me. There are a lot of people actually who are in this business. Hindi ko naman monopoly ito. And since this is a generic audience, the best way is to ask the people who are already in the business. You know?
Okay.
And there are orientations. There are business orientations and that are given regularly. In our company, for example, we do it twice. We do it twice a week. It happens every Wednesdays and Saturdays. You know? And you can just contact anyone who is already in the business, and they will very, very happily guide you there. You know?
Okay.
And what happened to me actually, bakit nga ba ako napunta dito? There are certain aspects in a career that I also want. And just like everybody else, you know, Sir Sonny,
Yeah.
meron tayong tinatawag na ideal aspects of a career. Parang ideal career na hinahanap natin na kaya tayo minsan palipat-lipat tayo. Ako I went from corporate to business, back to corporate, then back to business again. Ano ba talagang hinahanap ko? Meron tayong tinatawag na mga aspects in a job, in a business na consider natin that ideal na sa gusto natin mangyari. Now, there is a certain gap between where you are right now and where you want to be. That gap between your ideal situation and your current situation, that is what needs to be bridged.
Okay.
It might be time freedom, it might be financial freedom, it might be career growth, it might be training and development, it might be opportunity to help others, and a lot of other things. But that ideal career, iba-iba yan for different people, different folks, different strokes. But then, what is common is that gap. You just need to decide if you're going to do something about that gap. The first thing that should be done is you need to decide that you're going to do this. You need to decide that there has to be this change. And that decision does not matter actually if you do it full-time or part-time. Eventually, it's going to become full-time, but not yet until you are ready. Just like me, it's
That's
as
great, no?
a
So at least they will have a time more or less no to test the waters if
course.
they're gonna do good on that field or not.
Right.
In fact, if I may say something on that, in addition to that, Sonny,
Go ahead.
Haydee,
Yes, sir.
a lot of people actually thinks when I ask them, because they go to interview, I interview them, no, and I said, "What will make you do this business full time?" Actually, I already know the answer, but I just ask them, and they will always say,
Anong kasagaran?
if I will really exceed my current income from the income that I will get from here, then I will go full time.
Ooh.
But that is not a very good indicator, the income that you get. because this is an entrepreneurship, this is a business, and incomes are not fixed. Income fluctuates. Sometimes, I've seen people earn $1 million an hour in this business. I've seen people
Wow.
that takes them 20 years to earn $1 million. It depends. It depends. So, to the question as to when you're going to go full time, it should not be related to income, but it's related to your why. It's related to why you're doing any business. Whether you go it full time or part time, it's about how much you can really commit to your dream. How much can you really commit to achieving that ideal status of your career or business. How much is your confidence level na kaya mo na on your own? Because it takes that leap of faith sometimes. But we don't want you to take that leap right now. Take a look at what's in here first.
Okay.
Take a look at what can be seen right now. And if you like it, we'll be willing to guide you and handhold you, because our role being in the business already, our role as mentors in the industry already is to help you in your startup.
Okay.
Ito yung maganda dito. Help you in the startup.
Sir Nilo,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
this in this discussion, you talk very passionately about the career that you are in, and or the business that you are in right now, no? So, ano ba yung what are the life goals that have been achieved through this industry or through this business sa insurance?
Okay. That's a very, very good question. You see,
Kasi you
very
were
early in my yeah, very early
11 years in the
very early-
industry, right? So
11 years already. 11 years already.
and you're still very passionate talking about it. So what has it done to you? Yun yung question.
Actually, there are the things that I have achieved in this business. I cannot even imagine na kaya ko ma-achieve in such a very short time.
Mhm.
And primarily because I was right. You have the right opportunity, then you will have time freedom. And that time freedom has brought me opened a lot of other horizons for me. Una, the first thing that it has accomplished really is that I'm able to find time to spend with family and even bring my family to travels abroad.
Wow.
I used to work with multinational companies. I traveled abroad for trainings, for sales meetings. I never brought my family abroad when I was still employed. But in this business, I was able to bring my entire family twice to the US for a month.
Ilan ba kayo, sir, na dinala mo?
Kami? I have 5 daughters. And my eldest
Laking
is already
budget
married.
nun, ha?
Yes. So it's the cost of a luxury car already.
Wow.
To bring them to the US. In fact, lang yun. Pangarap lang talaga namin yun dati. To be able to go to the US as a family, kasi kikita nga namin mga pictures, ganyan. Sabi, bucket list natin. Punta tayo ng ganito, ganyan. We were there for almost a month. The good news is that the systems of the business already in place. Maski nagbakasyon kami ng isang buwan doon, the business still thrive. Di naman nag-decline yung business because andyan na yung sistema. Other thing, most importantly, isa sa mga dream ko rin is that to be able to help others be in a business that I am in. To be able to help others achieve what I am able to achieve. And in this business, actually, I believe that I am very well on the way doing that. There are already some people who are already also enjoying the perks that I am enjoying. Sabi nga namin, this is a business that can bring you career growth from startup to achieving at a CEO level in traditional business sense within a period of about 5 years. Cannot happen if you don't have capital. But here you don't need capital. You just need to have human capital. Ikaw lang ang capital eh. Because it's your time that will be your capital. It's your knowledge that will be your capital. Not monetary capital.
Okay.
And even if ikaw lang ang mag-commit, you will be able to grow a business that can take you from startup, you become self-employed, to becoming CEO level in 5 years' time. That is something that is the value proposition that we are giving to everyone. We don't
All
say
right.
that you'll have to be magna cum laude to be able to do that, but the systems are in place. You'll be able to achieve it if you do your part.
Okay. All right.
Getting more interesting, no?
Yeah.
So Sir Nilo, we'll talk later about after the gap, Sunny. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, let's we'll get back to Sir Nilo after this break. All right, we're back. So welcome
Yes.
back. Wow,
Yeah.
what a
Before
discussion.
we call in again, Sir Nilo,
Mhm.
for questions, no, we would like to ask if they have questions for Sir
Mhm.
Nilo, they can actually type in
Mhm.
the chat box or the comment box,
Uh,
so that Sir Nilo will have that time to answer later on.
Right. Thank you for
All
your
right.
comment, Mr. Bob Front Row. Right. He says entrepreneurs are only 3% of the population. That's actually true. Entrepreneurship is a lifestyle. Okay. Um, it's correct to act on two occasions, today and now. All right. It doesn't end. The giggle doesn't end. No, when you're in a business, there's a lot of passion in it. What we're looking for in a business, entrepreneurs, is the leverage and the freedom, especially time freedom. Thank you very much, Mr. Bob Front Row. All right. Any other
Thank
entrepreneurs there? Give us a comment on the chat box. All right. So going back to Sir Nilo, wow, it's been a very good discussion for us. And after 10 years, no, after 10 years in the business, Mr. Nilo, Engineer Nilo, has built up his business to be one of the biggest agencies in his company, and maybe also in Central Visayas, no, in Central Philippines. So that's quite an achievement. Would you like to say something about your business specifically right now, Mr. Nilo?
Yep, thank you, Sunny. Yes, that's true. We have been able to grow this business from 2009. We were just started inviting a few people around, and then now we are now 300 plus strong. There are not the district is because I said a district because there are now a few other agencies within the district. And we are now composed of 4 agencies with over 300 people in our total manpower, and we are
Wow.
operating all the way Visayas and some parts of Mindanao. Not only in Cebu, but we are also in is Visayas. We have some of our advisors there based, and you can also see our Facebook page, no? It's called One Matunog Online, and there's another one we call it uh, Moneywise Unlimited. These are two pages where you can learn more about us. If you want, you can scan the QR code and visit us and drop us a message. The QR code flash on the screen. You can scan it, drop us a message, and we will gladly answer your queries about the business, and as to how you can be able to start up, or be part of our team, example, would gladly be willing to help you out on how to become an insurance entrepreneur. That is the term right now, becoming an insurance entrepreneur, because they say this is not an employment, this is an entrepreneurship. This is the best entrepreneurship because it is a very good mix of the structure of a huge multinational company. You partner with the biggest life insurance company in the country today, and the number one life insurance company in the world, but you are not an employee. You are a business partner. You are an insurance entrepreneur. You are in that structure. You work at your own time and pace, but you are being guided by the best of the best on the business. That is what we do. Sabi nga namin,
Yan,
Sir
galing,
Sunny,
no?
we take care of people's dreams, including yours.
Wow. Ang
Wow.
galing naman. So, I like what he said, no, Sonny, yung you're earning while you are helping others, no?
Mhm.
Somehow it puts value to what you do. So, yun ang maganda sa career na ganyan kasi nakakatulong ka at the same time. Results of that will be the income that you will get, no? So,
Right.
um,
And since it's a
yes,
partnership,
Sir Nilos, thank you so much for being here tonight, for giving in to our invitation, and I hope that we'll be able to invite you again in our next episodes, no, for some topics that you are very known to be very what you call expert on.
mhm.
The
At
pleasure is all
Fine.
mine.
hindi yung beauty products na
Gusto ko
Yeah, ganyan rin.
yun. Kasi lumalabas na yung mga freckles.
ibang show yun,
Cleansing, toning, moisturizing.
ibang show yun sa beauty products. But we can ask you about it also, ano ba?
Yeah. May
But,
tatanong sa akin dati, ano yung Kojic?
Thank you very much
Kojic.
for your time, for being
Well,
an honor.
Sir Nilo is still here. No, kung meron kayong mga questions about the career, you can just type it in, no, and before we go para ma-answer na yung mga questions niyo. And
Yeah.
also, we'd like to shout out for some people that are watching with us right now, streaming with us. Cyprus is here, no?
Hello,
Si
Cyprus.
Sir Bob Front Row is from
Wow.
UAE.
UAE.
Wow. UAE.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir, and thank you for tuning in. Yes. Sonny?
All right. So we hope that this segment of Money and More, thank you very much, Sir Nilo Matunog, no,
Again,
for
yes.
giving us some insights, no, on income opportunities during this pandemic. Na hindi po this is all temporary. This is all this too shall pass, but we will not wait for it to pass. We need to be able to do something about it. And opportunities abound, no, for those who are looking for it. Whether you capitalize on your skill, monetize your skill, right, or monetize on your knowledge, right? There are opportunities for those who are looking for them. Okay? Wag po tayong madismaya sa mga pangyayari ngayon, no? While it is true, times may be difficult, times may be hard, no? But for the driven, no, for the entrepreneurial minded, no, this is the best time, no, for us to get into it and make something about ourselves. Not only to ourselves, you will have an impact not only to ourselves but also to other people, no? doing good for others, no. And maybe the financial services industry is one of those, no, one of those good industries, no, that will help, no, uplift us, no, from what is happening right now. Okay, so thank you very much, Sir Nilo. More power
Thank you,
to
Sir
your
Nilo.
God bless.
Thank you, Haydee. Thank you, Sonny. Thank you,
Right.
everyone. Thank you,
Until next
everyone, for
time.
listening to us.
Right.
Till next time. I will appreciate that.
Yes.
Okay, and
Okay.
so that wraps up another episode of Money and More. We will be back next week on Tuesday, for more discussions on managing money, and
Very
our journey, our path, And very
yes.
interesting. Our next episode is very interesting. it's about. Can you tell them about it?
Yeah.
Miss?
Our next guest for the episode 3 is a single mom who was able to raise her 3 children, no, and was able very ang very inspiring yung story niya kasi ang galing
Yes.
niyang mag-manage ng finances niya, raising her 3 children by herself, but
Mhm.
she was able to give her them a very comfortable life. So,
Right.
yun,
So we'll be
dapat yung
talking.
abangan.
So we'll be talking about money management for single parent families. So, diba? All right.
Yes.
So thank you very much for all those tuning in. Thank you very much for all those tuning in. Have a good morning.
Yeah, and it's good evening in here, no? And don't forget to watch every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Money and More.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.